So hopefully I can get this video uploaded because this is going to be a good opportunity. Plus my Discord people are asking for a lot of information and I'm off work. So why not, right? Let's make this video. And I do want to point this out. If you are struggling with trading or anything, guys, Discord link is at the bottom of this description. Just click on the description, click that link and it'll take you right to it. And you can talk to me personally. Now guys, be very, very careful. I know a lot of people are like, we're up super hard. Hopefully I can get this video out in time to just educate you guys because this is going to be a very good move, especially on a lot of these Mega 7. So if you actually look at it, on a lot of the indexes, we had a push up off that around that 595 area I was talking about. We hit that. We could have went a little bit lower, but we didn't. But we did reject here. Now we're rejecting up to that 10 moving average. The triple Qs is hitting a huge wall. So just be very careful around 618, and it's already dropping on 615, or yeah, 618, but it's already dropped to 615. Like I said, hopefully I can get this video out in time. On the Nas, be very careful. It is also hitting the 10 moving average. This is probably going to reject. Now, if it does reject, it can probably get trapped in between here once again, and then maybe Monday or Tuesday probably start seeing it into lower ends. And then also on the Nas 100, right? It's hitting that 10 moving average. So just be very careful, guys. There's a lot of indexes hitting their 10 moving average, and this is what happens on a bearish trend in the moving averages. You'll see a rejection off that 10 moving average. That last video I was explaining, what did I explain the most? Rejecting off that 10 moving average in a bearish trend. So just like this, the SP500 is also hitting around the 10 moving average, making it a lower high. So what do I mean that, right? So we're going to do two things in this video. I'm going to explain one more time how to read the moving averages, and then we're going to go over the Mega 7, which you should be watching, because the Mega 7 is really going to tell you the bigger picture of what's going on in the indexes. So let's just back this out. And I'm trying to hurry so I can pump this video out before the market does reject. If it does today, I don't really want to miss this opportunity. So if you are in a bearish trend, right, the 10 moving average is right under the 20 moving average. If you're in a bullish trend, the 10 moving average is right above the 20 moving average. On the 10 moving average, you will have hard drops to moving averages, and you will reject off the 10 moving average. You will reject off the 10 moving average. Sometimes you'll get a breakout and then start rejecting under and then reject off the 10 moving average. If you are in a bullish trend, you'll find a lot of support on the 10 moving average. Now, what you need to take into concept, because I know a lot of people are like, we're going higher in the market, Santa rally. Guys, we have pumped 400 in the triple Qs all the way to 635. Now you can see how the market is getting weak, and I'm going to show you in the Mega 7 in a second to back up this claim. You can see how the market's getting weak. It's making lower highs on the lower time end. You can see the 10 moving average on a lot of these indexes rolling over. That means the market's getting weak. That means the 10 moving average is coming under the 20 moving average really soon. The only thing that's been really saving the market is that around the 20 and the 50 moving average, we've been consolidating, killing those times in the puts. Now let's back this up, right? Let's go to the Mega 7. Oh man, I deleted. Oh, I'm so sorry. I actually did not add AVGO again. Let me add AVGO again. But let's back this up, right? Let's actually make sure that's the right one. But let's back this up and let's actually look at the Mega 7. Forget AVGO. It doesn't even matter, honestly. You can honestly see it. On a lot of these Mega 7, they have been pushing up. You have to remember, this is around 50% of the market. 50% of the market. And the thing is, in order to get a bullish movement or a bearish movement, you don't need 50% of the market making its way. You only need around 35%. That's why I have these percentages up. This is not just, oh, I think this is what it is. This is market cap. If you're trading and not learning market cap, you're not really trading. So let's back this up, right? A lot of the Mega 7 are crossing. You can see the 10 moving average getting under the 20 moving average. This is a bearish look for Google. It's already breaking that 20, heading down to the 50 moving average. Now, what you're going to see in a lot of the Mega 7 is you're going to see them push up to the 10 moving average. Now, what did I just say previous in this video? When you're in a bullish or a bearish stance, you will get a push up to the 10 moving average, rejection. That's a bearish movement. So let's actually look at this, right? Now, Google has a support. If you, and by the way, these levels I'm about to read, you should not be playing puts past these levels. Google does have a level around 286. I would be looking at that, not financial advice the whole entire video. Apple, you can see the 10 and 20 moving across, moving over, right? So the bears are taking control. First time from around 420 in the triple Qs, this is hitting the 20 moving average. Your next support's gonna be around 251. Yeah, 251. Now, a lot of the Mega 7, I'm gonna show you in a second, have been pushed up to their 10 moving average. So let's look at Meta, right? So Meta has hit its 10 moving average, the 50 moving average, the 100 moving average, or sorry, the 200 moving average. It's facing a lot of moving averages. You're probably going to see a rejection back down to that 20 moving average around 642. You could play a little bit lower around 623, but let's look at the other ones, right? A lot of Amazon hit its 10 moving average, high rejection zone. Bears are still in control. If this does reject, you do have a support around 216. And then also on Tesla. Tesla hasn't really done anything yet. But I want to tell you right now, if it starts to make a rejection back down to its 10 moving average, this is going to help break all those tops off those 10 moving averages in the Mega 7. Now you do have a support around 460 right here at that 10 moving average. I would start looking at that one. Now this is going to be the bang of the stock market, especially with Apple. Apple is barely hanging on, floating above its 50 moving average. If NVDA decides to push today off its 10 moving average, it is going to trap everyone. You're probably going to see Apple break, and you're probably going to see Apple or NVDA start running down to 157. AMD sitting and hitting its 10 moving average. If this is going to reject, you do have support around 199. If it does break 199, you will have support around 158, the next level. And honestly, I think that's around, what date was that? That's probably around 500 the triple Qs, or probably 525, something like that. So just be very careful. Try to play puts in the middle, not financial advice. Microsoft, right? Now, Microsoft is just bouncing off that 20 or 200 moving average. It is just doing, like I said in the previous of the video, sometimes you'll break out of your 10 moving average, but if a lot of the other Mega 7 are hitting its 10 moving average and rejecting, this is going to go lower. Now, it just had a little of a phase off that 200 moving average, but it's most likely going to break that 200 moving average and start making its way around 450. So just be very careful, guys. You don't get a bull market in a bull market. We've pumped from 400 in the triple Qs to 630 without any pullbacks. A lot of the Mega 7, I'm going to show you in a second. Let's see, let's just go to Microsoft. Let's just stay on Microsoft. A lot of the Mega 7, and especially small cap stocks. Have you guys seen small cap stocks? They have been getting destroyed. A lot of the Mega 7 are in a bearish trend. They're making lower lows and lower highs. You can see how the market's moving. It's been doing this for a while, but the thing is, we haven't really rejected yet. You can see in the triple Qs how we have been making a trend change. I posted right here, I said, hey, watch out, guys. We reject here every single time. We got that rejection. I posted about how we were probably going to find support around this moving average, and we did. We bounced right off of that. I started making bullish videos saying, hey, be very careful. The market loves to, when it makes a trend change, it loves to bounce and come right back up and hit the old support coming out as a resistance. We made that rejection, call that out perfect. Now it's hitting that 10 moving average on a lot of these indexes, and you're probably going to see a lot of people get trapped. So be very careful, guys. I know this is going to fool a lot of people. I can already see it in the Discord that a lot of people are, because, we don't really have bearish trends. You know what I'm saying? We've had a bull market for 2.5 years. There's a lot of people coming in. Guys, if you want to learn how trend changes work, learn your 10 and 20 moving average. It's going to tell you a lot. But the biggest mistake traders do is they look at just the index. You have to look at your Mega 7. If your Mega 7 is telling you, like, hey, we're hitting the 10 moving average, guys, if all of these Mega 7, here's NVDA chart, by the way, but if a lot of these Mega 7 are just pushing up to their 10 moving average, still in a bearish trend, this is most likely going to reject. Now, for a bullish stance, because I want to explain this in a bullish view, because a lot of people are like, well, the Christmas rally. In order to get a Christmas rally or a bullish stance in this market again, you're going to need all of these Mega 7 to push past their 10, their 20, their 100 moving average, their 50 moving average. You have 4 walls. The bears don't have any walls. A lot of the Mega 7 have already started pushing down to their 200 moving average. So just be very careful, guys. It's, my job is just to kind of educate you. You can take this how you want, but I just wanted to upload a video because we're already starting to make a rejection. And honestly, if you don't think the triple Qs is probably going to reject off this 10 moving average, that's on you.